Are we live? Let's find out. Just update my YouTube. I am live. There we go. Let's pop out the chat so I can see when people talk. And I will close that window. Right, there we go. Yes, hello. I am just going to stream a little bit of Woodfel for half an hour. Probably going to build like a big wall or something just out of stone. Just because that sounds fun. And I'll try to not be killed repeatedly by the creatures that are going to spawn in the world around me. You can actually see just down there one of the giant devil guys. I'm just going to go and I'll go and have a go at him actually. One quite a big mountain I've spawned. It's pretty cool. Poof. Poof. There is no full damage in my game yet. Yes, this is Zodgar. This guy later on is going to have a bit of a good loot table, and at the moment he's not actually any more difficult than a regular little devil. But later on he'll have a lot more health and a better loot table, more abilities. One of the abilities will probably be like a kind of rain of fire kind of thing. I like my warlock in Warcraft. I like his ability for that, so I'll probably give the devils something like that they can do. Right, back to gathering stone. Digging away, getting some stone. Oh. Just dig a bit of a hole. There's some iron there, completely useless at the moment. Later on it will be pretty useful with crafting weapons, but it's not used in any recipes at the moment. At the moment I've got... Well, I do use it in a recipe. Okay, I'll make one of those. That's cool. Forgot I did that. Oops. I forgot. Okay. That is enough iron to craft that. Just need wood as well. I can make myself a little sword. I'm going to do that now. Getting distracted. I will build my wall. Right, there we go. Yeah, short sword. Right. Let's equip that. Oof. Got a sword. I'm cool. Right, I actually need to set up my character a little bit. He is too default for me. And I need to give him a hairstyle. Or her a hairstyle. Maybe I'll be a little girl. I'll just change it. Oh, I'm about to get attacked by something. Ah, yeah. I heard him coming. This little bastard. Yeah, the melee, the player's melee ability is a bit rubbish at the moment. I need to make it easier to use. Like it just fires off on a point, so if you're not looking at the right direction, then you don't kind of hit where you'd expect to. So I'll make it much more friendly, and it will just be like anything that collides with a sphere in the area it's pointing at will get damaged. Just noticed it looks like I've got sweaty armpits when I craft, because there's a shadow under where the arm is, and it just looks like when you move. I don't want to craft when I dig. It just looks like I've got. Oops. It's probably better if I change the colour of the outfit. Yeah, I'll be like some sort of shinobi ninja. Sounds good. That's quite a lot of stone. Let's see. I'll make some stone blocks, stone slabs, or oh, can't actually make stone bricks. So stone slabs it is. That's what I'm going to make a load of. It'll be going into here. Drag them onto there. Let's put this stuff in here. Inventory management. Right, there's an absolute ton of blocks I can use. Now the question is, where am I going to put my wall? Try and find two reasonably large things I can go between two of these like kind of rock pillars. Run away from nothing. Right, yeah, this looks good actually. I'm going to build it here. And the question is, should I go down and start at the bottom? I probably should. So I'll do that. Also, I don't know how big I want to make it, but that'll do for now. About that height. That's good. Right, let's start filling it up from the bottom, and then I can just be running along and adding layers to it. At the moment, luckily you can build right into the kind of trees and rock resources. I don't think I'll ever block building with those, because it just kind of be annoying, like, because they do spawn randomly. But I will try and make it so they don't spawn on anything that's not, like for example the trees will spawn on mud. I plan to make cactuses as well. They'll obviously spawn on desert when that's available. On the sand areas, and I guess different kinds of plants and things will spawn in different areas as well, on different terrain areas. And it will, like if you've got like an actual building somewhere, it will just avoid spawning on there. It's one of these bastards again. I'm going to kill him. Pew! What's all that? Again? Yeah. Oh, some blue dye. Nice. That'll be useful for something. Blue dye for use in crafting. That's the generic description I've given to everything at the moment. For use in crafting. Because I don't know how I'm going to use it. Right. I'm almost running out of stone. That's a pretty impressive wall already, actually. Sweet wall. What I am going to do is I'm going to grab some of the moss stone, because that looks prettier. I'll show you what I mean. I'll make some of the blocks of that. Because the stone that I've used to build my wall it's actually kind of like a floor slab kind of wall, kind of tile, because I haven't added at the moment the actual the bricks that would be this kind of color. But if I show you in crafting, I can make mossy stone bricks, and these look a little bit run away. These look a little bit nicer. Hopefully that avoids me. Just got away from that guy. Wait, did I make that? No, I didn't. Let's do that. There we go. If I press 7, I'll just show you these ones. I think these look a bit nicer for building walls because they're actually bricks rather than giant slabs. Let's dig out this stuff. I'll make the top part here out of mossy stone. Yeah, need more. Need more wall, more bricks. I'm just going to make a load of it because I'm going to make possibly some sort of castle or tower structure on the end here. Or what I might do is, well, rather than this being a wall, this could be a tunnel. So, or it could be part of a bridge, so it could be going somewhere. So I could make a tunnel into the wall, into the rock here as well. And it can be part of the wall world transport network, which doesn't actually exist until I make it. This looks good. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to go and get some lights from the bottom of the world, and then I can put some lights along the wall and in the tunnel. And then I can see where I'm going when I'm in there. So I just need to dig down like right to the bottom of the world, and there's all these dungeons at the bottom, and I can just pick up some lights when I'm down there. So this will take a minute, so bear with me. Yeah. Okay, here's a cavern. Speeds things up a little bit. Must have changed something in the generation, because I don't remember the caverns being as close to the surface as that. I'll have to look into if I've changed it. Ah, bastard. I'm dead. To respawn. Right. Okay, where? Bollocks, where's my wall? Over there. Cool. At least it's a nice, easy landmark to find. Sometimes I build something and then I die and I forget where on earth it was. Cold tea. Is he still down there? Yes, he is. Right. Prepare to die. Oh, he tried to get me as well. Oh, this is cool. This looks like I am at one of the dungeons already. Yeah, dungeon. Ooh. Right. Let's go and steal some bricks. Might as well just steal a load of stuff while I'm down here. Slabs, walls, but most importantly lights. It saves me having to find the materials to craft them. You can craft them yourself. And later on you'll have to, because it won't be as easy to find the dungeons as that, because they won't be underneath the entire world. Lights. Ah. Wait, devil! No, I don't think he can get me up here. Yeah, I should be able to get him. Aha, that's that. Stones? Why is he carrying stones? We'll give them some cooler stuff to drop later on. Like with the little devils, I wanted to have it so that you can get maybe some of the horn material, and then you can actually craft your own horns that you can wear, like a little vanity item. And just things like that. Like a lot of the creatures, if you kill them, you could build up something that gives you their appearance. I could also make it so that you can get like a really rare devil tail attachment. That'd be kind of cool. So then you can actually, if you want to, you can have your own devil tail. Be like a rare drop or something, so you're not nearly guaranteed to get it, but it gives you a reason to kind of hunt them down and get what they've got. I'm just gonna cheat here, come up here and get this one. How many of these have I got now? I've got 7. Oh, more. I'm gonna keep going. Getting back up is nice and easy though. I just have to drop out of the bottom of the world at the moment, which won't be possible later on. I will make it so that you can't just dig away the bottom level of the world. It'll be like permanent kind of thing. But for now, it's handy for testing, testing and streaming. Right, I'm gonna call that enough for now. No, I'm gonna get one more because it's right here. Something as well, I probably haven't made it dark enough down here. It's not particularly scary, I guess. It should probably be darker so that when you are underground like this. Oh cool, there's my wall. Right. Just put my lights somewhere I can use them. And that's what I'm talking about doing, there we go. So I can actually see in my tunnel nicely. See if I can get through this entire mountain here. Yeah, I'm playing single player at the moment, but the game is fully multiplayer. It's been tested with small numbers of players, like 3 or 4 players at most at the moment, and it seems completely fine. It's I need to do some optimization for the networking stuff, but other than that, it's mostly functional, so that's pretty good. All the combat and everything should work. There might be a little bit of lag depending on what the latency is like at the time. But once I've optimized the, it's mostly the character movement. Once I've optimized that, then it should be really nice. I think I need another light. Oh, cheating, I can see through. Right, 1 second, I'm just going to see if I've had any views. Because I'm obsessed with views. My channel. Oh, it doesn't tell me. Probably tells me once my stream stopped. Right, sorry about that. Let's get back on. Oh, I can see a bit of light coming through the corner there, so that means that we are nearly back to the surface at the other side of the mountain. This one will probably give me some sky. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, there we go. Woohoo! We're through. Right, now I need to continue the wall along the floor. Oh, that was wrong. I want that. I'm gonna get it. How dare you, other mountain, be in the way? Yes, I had a comment on my previous video that I should probably have some music running in the background. I will look into getting some royalty-free stuff that I can use just as like ambient background music for when I'm streaming. To take away a little bit of the silence from the game because it doesn't have all of its audio set up at the moment. Although that's another thing I could do. Implement the music properly. I've got like one soundtrack at the moment, but it's not a proper one, so it feels bad to use it, and it loops quite badly as well, like quite frequently. So. Looks like I'm nearly out again. Yeah, the sky. It's been so long. Now, there doesn't seem to be another mountain over there. Might actually be the edge of the world. So I've generated quite a small world again, 30 by 30 chunks, but this does kind of show you how big the world can be even when it's actually technically quite small. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run to the end, just make sure that is the edge of the world, and then I'm going to run back. Oh no, it's generating more chunks over there, I can see that. See how far through we are. Stuck in a tree. Interestingly, I haven't had any creatures spawn on me in a while. That's a weird one. They should have been spawning like around me quite often. Yes, here's the edge of the world. Don't jump off, because it won't go well. But right, so let's see how big the world feels, even though it's quite small. Should take me a few minutes to run from one side to the other. I'm going to be able to get back onto my thing, not directly. Oh no, there's some creatures. Well, there's a creature rather. They're probably just spawning in the ground below me and I just didn't realise. Because they try and find a place, there's creatures that are set to harass the player, and they try and find a surface near the player. But I guess if you're in a tunnel, the chance of finding one of that kind of block of tiles that it can actually spawn on are quite low. So it's probably been spawning on the mountain or something, or just underneath me while I've been in here. Yeah, quite a big world. Run away. I think it'd be really cool as well, even with like 2 or 3 players, like actually working on a world and kind of making it how they want it to be. As long as if it's not too big, then you can always find other people and see what they're doing, which would be kind of cool. Oh, There's a Zogdar and his minions. At the moment I haven't got it that the minions attack when you attack the boss, but I will do. Need some sort of shared aggro situation. Haven't seen any elves this playthrough. There should be some elves spawning around as well. They spawn in little groups of, I think it's 6 or 7. So. And they're quite cute. I'm adding a hedgehog creature to the game. This will be, hopefully I'll get it in the game next week. But it's kind of a weird one because I've made a really cute creature, but it's going to be the moral conundrum of, do I actually want to go and hunt lovely cute little hedgehogs? So I'll have to give them a really cute death animation when you do kill them, so you don't feel too bad. Maybe you don't kill them, they just go to sleep and give you some of their porcupine, not porcupine, some of their spikes. See through the world a little bit there. You see all the stuff. It's a little bit of a fail in my camera collision. I should be using like some sort of little sphere collider and pulling it away from any surface that it collides with. Easy enough to do, I just need to, it's on the list of doom. Right, I'm going to get through this mountain and then I'm going to call it a night. So it's just doing a quick stream just to play about with my new setup again and see how things were. It's night time. Oh, let's put it down on light as well. Make it look nicer. This is a big mountain. I should surely have come out the other side by now. Oh, is that some daylight? Maybe. Here we go. Any second now. Also, it would be a bit. I was about to say I would be a bit screwed if one of these guys spawned in here. Nope. Oh no, you'll reset. Oops. Ah. Yes, they reset their kind of in combat state, and then when they leave combat without dying, they heal up. Just so that you can't kind of kite them too easily. There's all sorts of rules that if they can't cast any abilities for too long, then they leave combat and things like this. Oh, some sand. Could it be the fabled outside? Yeah. Bad guy. Right, hang on. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna lay him down. It's all good. Right. Now let's just see if we can find the other side of the world. It should be over here. If it's not too far, then we've made a cross section across the entire world, which is cool. It looks like over there that there's no more chunks spawning on the edge. Yeah, there it is, right, so it's the other side of the world. And like I was saying, this is actually a really small world memory size. 30 by 30 chunks, so it's not big at all. And it can really quite happily handle about 200 by 200, which, if you imagine what we've just seen there, it's like potentially dozens of times as big in all directions. The ideal size would be about 100, and then it's like it's not using too much memory. But like if you're playing a single player game and you've got, you know, the kind of memory the systems have these days, it won't be anything to worry about. So yeah, there we go. Right, I'm going to call it a night there, but thanks for watching, anyone who did. Hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of Woodfel that I've shown you, and have a good one. See you guys.